Out here, we are reading a hand of a person who wanted to know regarding his married life, how it is going to be. We can't say with certainty, but there are few indications that show up, and even if the indications are not right, it doesn't mean that the person might not have a good married life. The first thing to see in his case is the heart line. The heart line is associating with the mount of Jupiter. This is the finger of Jupiter, and whenever the heart line is associated with the mount of Jupiter, it indicates this is the heart line. It means that the person is very idealistic and sensitive, and these people are basically not they're not the physical people, physical kinds, like they don't seek physical pleasures, or the physical pleasures are not of a high priority. And at the same time, because the heart line is very long and associated with the amount of Jupiter, it means that the person is idealistic and sensitive, and sensitive people generally are very touchy, and these people might feel hurt. It's not that their partner is bad, it's just that they themselves are extremely sensitive. That's the reason they might feel hurt. The other aspect is that generally the females want money and possessions, and we are living in a material world. Everybody basically wants it, male or female, both of them want, but at the same time, because these people are not targeting towards the money, and that's the reason they might have lesser money. So if the heart line was associated with the mount of Jupiter, if it was ending or starting on the mount of Jupiter, it would mean that those people are very responsible. These people might be idealistic and sensitive, but they might not be responsible. They might not be good money managers. And one aspect is this. The other aspect to see is that there are three phalanges: the first, second, and the third. Three phalanges in each fingers. And whenever the top phalange is the longest, it means that the person is seeking mental stimulation. So if they are mentally stimulated, everything is good. But if they are not able to be in a mentally stimulating environment, they might not be happy, or and even in love, if they get mentally stimulated, they would be more happy. If but at the same time, we see the third phalange. This is the third phalange. If this was much more longer, then those people would be they would love pleasures, and they would love food and clothes, and they would be basically user of things, and that would be their priority. Other aspect to see is this is the lifeline and this is the headline. These are the headlines, the two headlines. So the lifeline and headline are joined for a long duration of time. It means that people are highly cautious, hardworking, and they have lots of patience. So patience is a good sign for a good married life, and they are kind of committed also to a particular thing. So this aspect is good. They would never be rash, and they might be shy and not outgoing kind of people, and whomever they marry, they try to stick to that particular partner and remain committed to it. But one aspect to see is that the intersection of the money and the headline is approximately, this age is approximately age 35. So before the age of 35, we are seeing not one but two headlines. This is one headline which is kind of ending, and a new one is developing. So what's happening is that when the headline is kind of ending, it means some kind of trouble, mental worries, or something or the other might come up in their life. It could be related to marriage, it could be related to some other thing, but most probably things see, problems can arise due to lack of money, or lack of or a bad relationship, or some problems coming up in the married life, or regarding kids and all, because this is the age before the age of 35. So generally we use common sense, like what all things might happen before the age of 35 generally. And generally we find that either there's money problem, or there's some relationship problem during these particular years. Sometimes these double headline also means that the person might be headstrong as well, or there might be two independent thought process that are going up, are coming up in this particular person's life, and that might trouble that particular person. See, a simple line is better, a simple headline is better than a dual kind of a line. Although it is said that dual lines basically increase the capacity of mind, but at the same time anything which has got more strength also brings more problems, like in the case of the heartline. When it is too long, it is also bringing the person is sensitive, idealistic, all these things are there, but and the person might be possessive also, but it is also bringing in problems like being too sensitive is not the best thing to be. So in all, I would say it's okay if these lines, the heart line was broken, then there would be certainty that there might be problems in marriage, but we don't see those. It's just that the adjustment problem, the mental adjustment problem is there. The original headline is kind of ending and a new one is developing like over it. So if a line is kind of developing above the ended headline, it is considered to be much better. So the person might come to peace somewhere around at the age of 32. Whatever problem might arise, if the headline was kind of like this and pointing towards the Jupiter, it would be much better. But out here it is kind of it is appearing to be kind of entering from here, from the Mount of Mars, so the person might become more aggressive. But in all, I would say that it is okay. There could be some disappointments because the headline is kind of ending out here and targeting towards the Mount of Moon. Moon is basically more for visualization and imagination and romance. In the early period, if the line is getting targeted towards in the early period of our life, if the line is targeted towards the moon, it is not the best sign to have, because it might sometimes bring disappointments. In all, I would say it is okay, and these are just possibilities which I've told. Not necessarily everything would be like what I might have depicted in my video. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe to my channel, and do like. If you like the video, do click on the like button. Thanks for watching. Bye. Take care.